Chairman, Boon Defence International School, and Director of Boon Defence Career Point, DDCP Notial, Mrs. Notial, the Principal of Boon Defence International School, the teachers, the students, the parents, faculty and cadets of Boon Defence Career Point, distinguished guests present here, ladies and gentlemen. At the very outset, I compliment the very talented student of the Boon Defence International School who presented a very scintillating, very exhilarating cultural program this morning under the guidance of their able teachers. It was so delightful to watch and hear, and with so much abundance of talent, I'm sure all your future is very, very bright. You are getting education in one of the finest institutions, and I'm sure you have great days ahead, and you will emerge as you will become the wonderful citizen of this great country and contribute to its strength, its prosperity in days to come. I'm sure the parents present here must be absolutely delighted to see their little ones exhibiting their talent. In spite of this tough time in 2020, the energy, the talent which they have exhibited is wonderful. My heartiest compliment to each one of you and your parents. Also, I'm impressed with the performance of students of Boon Defence Career Point. Let me tell you, their wonderful haircut, and all of you looking very, very smart. Keep it up. This is the way you should look always. Always smiling. Exhibit and look always good. When you look good, you think good, you feel good, and everything good comes around you. So I'm absolutely delighted. I don't want to make a big speech here, but I'm sure you would have understood the concept of superpower on this wonderful morning. I like to again come back to the importance of the day. It was also mentioned here in various speeches that why are we celebrating today, Republic Day? The importance lies on this day, 26th of January 1950, India became a republic, consequent to the Constitution coming into effect. This Constitution was created by a Constituent Assembly headed by Dr. Rajendra Prasad, and there were many subcommittees in which the drafting committee was headed by Dr. Ambedkar, B.R. Ambedkar, and that's why he is referred to father of Constitution or architecture of Indian Constitution. As your principal mentioned here, it is the largest constitution in the world and also one of the finest constitutions in the world, because the people who were responsible for making or drafting this constitution, they were all legal luminaries of very high order, very, very intellectually enlightened people who drafted this constitution, and they picked up the best practices of the world to make Constitution of India. And this is the responsibility of every citizen of this nation to respect the Constitution. And our Constitution, I'll request those teachers who are present here, when you talk to the student, because why I'm saying so, as I mentioned that in your hand is the responsibility of developing the human resource. I find in my nation, mere desh mein, there's little problem of civic sense or the sense of responsibility towards the nation. this needs to be enhanced. Every citizen of the nation should be responsible for growth and well-being of the nation. What you see around today is some of them are working for destruction of this great nation. So, which is so civic sense, the sense of responsibility in that, if they could be told, yes, you have the rights, like we are very good at availing the rights which our constitution provides for. But our sensitivity towards the duties which are expected from a citizen is a little less. These duties are to be highlighted. How many of you are actually aware of that? What are your fundamental duties to this nation? Are you aware of it? Not many. There are 11 fundamental duties which is expected from a citizen, whereas you have been given 7 rights, fundamental rights. I'm not going to, because it will take long for me to explain each and every fundamental right and duty, but I want all of you to understand the very, very simple duties. Say, respecting the constitution, respecting your national flag, the respecting national anthem is very important. Following the ideals of our freedom fighters is very, very important. The ideals on which our nation has been created, following those is important. Preserving your ecology, environment, trees, preserving your rivers, forests is the responsibility of every citizen. Serving the nation when called upon, even national duties, like I'm so happy that so many of you are present here who have the objective of joining armed forces for the defense of the nation. So, the national duty, as and when called upon, every citizen has the duty to come into the service of the nation, as and when it is required. It is also important that you excel in any field which you have chosen. So achieving excellence is also fundamental duties. Developing scientific temper and a sense of inquiry and innovation is also fundamental duty. So these are important which we are not aware of, or majority of the people are not aware of, and that's why sometimes which we see some chaos here and there in our society is the outcome of that. I'm sure in spite of all that, the India is progressing in leaps and bounds, and today we have emerged a great nation, and we have tremendous potential to emerge as a superpower, because our economic resources have yet not been exploited to the extent we can. Once our economy is stronger, we can have the stronger military, and of course our human resource have already exhibited in the world, showed in the world that Indian human resource is one of the best in the world. Today, the top-notch positions in corporate are held by the Indians. Indians are contributing across the world in various domains, in science, technology, trade, and so on and so forth. Indian military is considered one of the best militaries of the world, most professional militaries of the world. So these are the aspects which make us great potential, and on this day, I once again convey my greetings for the 72nd Republic Day, and I am sure this great nation with this great human resource will become a superpower one day. Jai Hind. Ability of any nation to influence the affairs in any corner of this world. Any nation which has the ability to influence the world affair in any corner of this world is termed as superpower, And today we are living in unipolar world where USA is the only superpower. There was time of Cold War, the decade of 60s and 70s and 80s, when the world was divided into two. It was bipolar world. We had two superpowers, that is USSR and USA. But consequent to disintegration of USSR, today we live in unipolar world with one superpower, that is United States of America. There are emerging superpowers. India is aspiring to be a superpower. We are yet developing country.